Welcome back. 1/3 of Americans have a will. If you don't have an estate plan, really no better time because August is, and I'm sure you didn't know this, National Make a Will Month. But local financial professional John Vandergriff from Blue Ridge Wealth Planners, he knew that. In fact, he's here to talk about the do's and don'ts of that. So let's just start with that. Who should be making a will? Let's start with that so that some people can,
Simple answer is everybody, but it's one of the easiest things to put off because we need a will whenever we pass away.
Right.
And so our natural instinct is to procrastinate and put that off
because
until...
we're not going to die. I mean, right? We're going to die? Yeah. Right.
But unfortunately, we're not promised tomorrow, so we've got to make sure that we have those things in place.
Right. So if everyone, when you say everyone with maybe something to worry about that way, or because some people say, look, I got a car and I live in an apartment, and that's nothing wrong with that. It's like, I don't need a will yet. I got nothing to pass on.
Well, if you've got, I would say people need a will, especially if they don't have assets that they can name beneficiaries on, because a will is just going to divide up the stuff that you have. Any investment accounts or anything, you can name beneficiaries that don't have to go through the will. So you want to make sure if you have stuff, you need to have a will in place, and then you can just update that as things change as you age.
How do you get that process started?
So we've got to make sure that we take an inventory of what we have. Don't leave anything out, because you want to know, especially for whoever finds the will, that you've got a documentation of where all your stuff is. Then we need to go through a process of establishing who we want to get the stuff that we have. We may need to designate beneficiaries on the accounts that we have. Anything we can put a beneficiary on is better because those assets don't have to go through a will or probate. And then we need to make sure that we name an executor. Typically one person is the recommendation, so that if you have multiple kids, they live across the country from each other, they don't have to come together to just make very simple things happen.
As part of that, can you make it like a majority? If you say, hey, I don't want to put just one, I have 5 kids, I'm going to say that 3 of them have to decide it, or...
Well, anybody that's named in that executor role is going to have to sign off, and so most parents know of their kids which ones are more financially responsible, and that may be the one that you want to do some of those decisions, but you just want to name, typically in our experience, it's better to name one person so that they can be the one who's kind of laying that out.
So I'm reading into that, that's where a mistake can be made. What other areas do people make mistakes when they're making a will or an estate plan?
So one area is not getting it legal. It's not good enough to just write down what you want. In the state of Tennessee, you need to have it signed and properly witnessed, have at least 2 witnesses to that, so that it is a legal document that can go through probate. The other part is we want to make sure that we update it over time, because your desires now may not be what they are later, and too many times maybe people think, oh, well, I don't know what I want to do yet. We want to make sure that we get those don'ts in a way that stays relevant with us, because, like for us, we got a will done whenever we had our first child. That won't be the last time we do it, because we've now got another kid. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, guardians are named, all that good stuff.
So also once you do it, you make sure that you update it as well to keep everything active.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you very much for all that information. Let's go over to Lori.